here's the thing. I agree with Shaq 100%. Where you guys are saying, oh no, open up to me or whatever, but I don't think a man should ever open up to a woman because they're terrible people when they have leverage and when they think that they can have one up on you. And I think as a man's job, right, as a masculine individual is to control your emotions because they might come out in a raw form that a woman's not prepared to deal with. And I think masculine problems are to be dealt with masculine figures, which is you, your guy friends, etc. I don't think men should ever defer to women when they're in a situation like that because women are not security providers. You even said it yourself, well, I'll help them and stuff, but that's for a period of time. And that's because women are not naturally providers. They don't want to go sit there and provide for a man long term. And if they do, they end up in a really fucked up relationship like she did. So my thing is I look at it as if I'm supposed to be the leader, I'm supposed to be the dominant one, I'm the one that's responsible for protecting and providing for you. It's my job to make sure that you're secure. And a big part of you being secure is me being secure in myself to handle shit and not bringing problems to your front door and having you deal with my masculine problems. It puts you in a very uncomfortable situation, especially if we have kids or we have a family or whatever. I'm responsible for that. So if I'm sitting here bringing my problems to you when it's not, quite frankly, your problem, it could cause issues. And I think a big problem why so many relationships fail is because men aren't providers, they're not protectors, and they think that it's okay to open up to their women. But this is some new age that makes men soft. And I don't think men are men because they think it's okay to open up to women. I don't think it's okay to open up to women because women are emotional. And since you guys are emotional, you might not be able to deal with our problems the same way that we deal with ours. And I think on a man, it's your job to not be emotional in front of your girl at least and control your emotions.
Wow.
Ladies, do you know
Wow.
So
what
funny.
place has the most emotional men on planet Earth?
America.
Wait.
I'm gonna say it again. Do you know what places in America, or for example, the world, have the most emotional men? Anybody know?
In America?
Maybe like Latin America.
No, I don't know.
Prison. Because those guys said, you know what, fuck it. Emotions, I'm let it out. And they do things that are irrational and they end up in jail. So you want emotions, but you don't understand how men can actually act out or what could happen to you in that scenario.
Yeah,
you don't
like
know.
some guys, will scream when they get angry. Some guys will, cry uncontrollably. Some guys will punch walls. Some guys will enact violence.
You never know.
So women say they want.
Vulnerability is just emotions.
I think
because I view vulnerability like opening up to someone,
Yeah.
not necessarily crying
Yeah,
or getting
Well, but here's the thing,
emotional
when you-
intelligence
that's-
is not the
see,
same thing as like
being
emotion.
vulnerable.
But you guys
like,
don't get it. That like when you're opening up and you're vulnerable, like emotions are raw. They can't be. A lot of the times, they might show the rear its ugly head in a way where they might not be able to control it. That's what I'm saying. Like it's better to just control them and deal with them as a man. Or if you are going to open up to other men that will understand your struggles. Like
I do agree with
women
that.
don't understand the masculine experience. And the reason why you guys don't understand the masculine experience is because you guys are women, and that's fine. But men have a way harder life than women do, especially in 2024, than women do. So you guys are not going to understand the pressures that we go through and the problems that we have to deal with. So I don't think it really benefits me to tell you my problems, because all it's going to do is make you lose a surety in me. It's going to make you lose confidence in me. It's going to make you stressed out because now, I don't know what I'm going to do. What the fuck? I'm responsible for this family, and I'm telling you I don't know what I'm going to do.
Right.
Women are hardwired to be attracted to men that have their shit together and are leaders and are dominant. There's a reason why like women look for men that are taller, stronger, make more money, confident, ambitious. These are all security features, right? Women look for security value, men look for attraction value, right? We want replication value, you guys want survival value. So if I display traits that show that I'm not capable of allowing us to survive, being unsure, not being able to provide, being weak, being feeble, not being able to be decisive in my decision making, etc. These are all turnoffs to most women. Now, and I know some of you guys are sitting here saying, well, no, I won't get turned off. I'll have more attraction for you. That's a bunch of fucking bullshit. And what I've realized is this. Women are never really honest about what they're attracted to, because the things that women are attracted to are kind of fucked up. You want a guy that's better than you in every degree. And for you to sit there as a female and say, well, I want a guy that makes more money than me, is stronger than me, is able to make better decisions than I am, is better than me in every way. That kind of makes you look like shit as a to be honest about what you're really attracted and aroused by. So women have to say dumb shit like, open up to me, I love vulnerability.
What?
Right? Like she said earlier. Because it's politically correct to sit there and say, men are emotional too and they should be able to open up. But the reality is women are not attracted to these things. They might say that they're attracted to them, but once it rears its ugly head, you're like, ew, what the fuck? Like,
what the
you
fuck,
know, because women will sit there and say, I like a dad bod, until you fucking get a guy with a dad bod and then you cheat on him. Right? Or they'll sit there and say, I'll support you even though you're broke. And then they'll do it for a few months and they're like, man, fuck this shit. This is annoying.
Yep.
Like, women will sit there and say they like certain things, but then once they see these things come in their man, it's a fucking problem.
Can I say
It's a
something?
weakness.
Whether it is
Wait, hold
what
on.
I like or not, it's really hard to meet a man that has spent his whole life holding in his emotions because of all of those things. I'm not saying it's right or wrong what I want, yes, but it's really, really hard to meet another human being that they say because I was a man, I was not able to show. And then, so that's why I think when it comes to the wife, maybe that is where you open up to, because it's like, okay, now we're locked in.
Hell no.
you
But
don't.
Hell fucking no.
no, but
Bro,
see
no,
that.
you don't.
See, so
No, you don't.
I'm
No.
so sorry.
No, you
My
don't.
mom was not toxic, so my mom didn't throw
look,
anything that my
hold on,
father, even
hold on.
things that she should have
Hold on.
thrown in his face.
Weakness.
Hold on. With the divorce rates as high as they are and the way women are nowadays, it is definitely not a good idea to open up to your wife.
Hell no.
I think men should open up to other men, to their buddies, not to girls, not to women at all.
Yep.
Because women are not, again, like I said before, they're not equipped to
So what
handle
happens when
masculine
you're a
problems.
woman and this is my husband, and my husband is a ball of issues because he opens up to his friends, but he doesn't open up to me. So now I'm dealing with an emotionally, because that's what you're saying, is creating
Are you
an
gonna solve his
emotionally blocked
problems?
person.
You ain't gonna solve his
Are you gonna
problem.
solve his
No,
problems?
I
You're a
didn't.
man?
All right, so
Why am I gonna tell you
do
what
I
you
think?
can't solve?
So do I think? So back to our question, I don't think that
No, answer
me
it.
getting involved, helping you find a job like your mother is different. But you
It's not
saying,
different. It's his-
"Hey,
his
I'm going through this in between, and you know what? I feel sad because I can't really provide for you right now." And then that opens up the door for the woman to say, "You know what? I understand that." So I just think it's a fine line. I'm not saying
You-
either or is wrong, but I can tell you,
Earlier- Fuck
the
even to
fine
me, a
line.
successful
Great, no
man
line.
who's completely financially stable and emotionally a wreck is no better than meeting a man who's financially
You
poor.
earlier
Again, you just said
brought up two
earlier you
scenarios.
preferred the guy just handle the problem and get it
No,
done.
no. I said, first of all, I said two. I said, would it probably be more attractive, but would that create a healthy relationship? Maybe, maybe not. It depends on individuals.
Fuck the
because
maybes, bro.
Some
Okay,
women
man.
don't want that. Some
No.
women, it is maybes because some
Fuck
women
what they
don't
want,
want
man.
that.
Look,
Fuck what they want, man.
look.
You marry me. I don't fuck what the fuck they want, man.
Most of the girls at the table preferred the last option because that's a man's job, is to just figure shit out and get it done.
Yeah.
Now you said there and you said, oh well, I'll help him and stuff, but yeah, for how long? Every girl is different. Some girls might support you for a month. Some girls might support you for 6
Yep.
months. Some girls might support you
No,
for a year.
I didn't mean
6 years.
financial.
But-
I said absolutely no
but-
financial help. I said I will emotionally
Okay,
help.
so
Like
then
be
what the
like.
fuck? How
What
does
are you
that
saying
help?
then?
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, how does that help you emotionally help? Like, that's like, for men, like we're about solutions. The problem. This is the difference between men and women. When men have a problem, they typically are looking for a solution. When women have a problem, you guys are looking for sympathy. You
Well,
will
I
tell
can't
your
provide
girlfriend
you
your
with
problem.
another job because that's really the solution is you getting another job. Even if I help you
if
for 6
can't-
months, that's
and if you can't do
that's
that,
creating
then it's
codependency rather than
pointless.
help.
Then it's pointless for me to even tell you if you can't.
Exactly.
If you can't help
What's
me,
the
that's what I'm
point?
trying to explain to you. Is that when women have problems and they talk to each other, they just want to be heard. When men have problems, a lot of times, and we talk to each other, we're trying to find a fucking
No, I
solution.
believe that.
So since we are different in how we vent our problems, where men are looking for solutions, women are just looking to be heard. It doesn't benefit me to go to a person, my female, who won't be able to help me a lot
But
of
if you
times.
went through
I'd be better off
if you went through hell
going
in
to
the-
my guys who would be able to probably give me some practical advice,
Yep.
understand, sympathize, and then I keep my masculinity intact while my woman, show her that I'm a strong leader. She don't need to see me behind the scenes
Yep.
crying and sobbing and not knowing what the fuck I'm going to do. I could do that. I could reserve that for my guy friends because she doesn't have to deal with my fucking problems. She won't be able to help me with my
But
problems
it's
anyway.
different when you're a woman and you've
And-
experienced a hurt man like that.
Man,
That's tough. It's
come on,
easier to
man.
say that as a woman, as a man, because
They're
I
talking to their
agree
friends.
you.
They're venting to their friends. They don't need to
Their
vent to
friends
you.
aren't therapists
But why would I
either
want to
to,
go
like,
through
give
you?
them good
My man to go
advice.
through 6 months of hell and I don't know nothing about it because he wants to be a strong man.
Yeah.
Like,
They're not just
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
act like normal.
personally, that's not it for me.
Well, personally, you're so single, so yeah, I mean, keep it like that, man.
No,
Because
by choice
at the end of the
though.
day, you have
No, but
baggage.
you're also
It's not
single
by
and you're not
choice.
married
Hey,
either.
Hey,
so
I'm happy. You
But-
know,
I'm
It's-
happy
it's-
too.
nobody's
I'm
not
very happy, and I
Look.
have choices and my
See,
pick of the litter.
look,
so
look,
that has
look.
nothing to.
See,
This
man, you are
society,
pump and dump.
this
Chris,
society, no,
hold on,
this
hold on, hold on.
society
Stop,
is not
stop,
the same
stop for 2
as when my
seconds.
parents
Stop for
were
2
married.
seconds. Stop for 2 seconds.
Man, not.
You mentioned a man going through 6 months of hell of etc. A man's experience, men must suffer. Women don't. Men are built on trauma.
Who
and
said women don't
overcoming it.
suffer? We have our periods. We give birth. That's suffering.
Okay.
Bro.
It's to each his own.
I'm talking about real suffering. I'm talking about suffering as in where it's not a choice. You have to go out there and get it. Like men,
not wrong, guys.
men
He's not
must suffer. Men must endure to become a man. There's a rite of passage for becoming a man, right?
true.
Women value experience. Men value inexperience. So we don't want a girl that's all traumatized, right? Because she ends up being a lot of the times. Women, on the other hand, want a man that's been through some trauma and been able to overcome it and get on the other side better. So You're saying, oh, well, I want my man to know if he's been going through hell for 6 months. What you don't realize is he probably went through hell to be in a position to even be attracted to you in the fucking first place.
Yeah,
so my thing is, hold on. The male experience and the female experience is completely different, and women have zero idea of the male experience. And I'm telling you,
that's not
men
true. I know so many women who go through so many things right now. But you know why? Because men are not providing. They're not doing the things to make women not have to suffer anymore, and nor do they want to.
Okay, they made a choice.
So now women are working for, and as women, we fought for freedom. We fought to vote. So now we have to.
That a man suffers. Wait, but that still proves the point that a man suffers more.
Do you not understand that what I'm trying to explain to you is that we don't give a fuck about a woman suffering? Like, a woman suffering doesn't make her more attractive, but a man suffering does, because you're able to overcome it and adapt. Women want men that are resourceful and able to deal with obstacles.
I think to each his own, because I don't agree with anything you're saying.
I think it's on the
and that's to each his own.
Okay, hold on. Why do men value virgins?
Maybe
Since the
because
beginning of
they
time,
haven't been
in
touched
every
before by
different
another
culture,
man.
in
Because
every
they
single
haven't been touched
culture,
by another man.
every demographic of religion, why do men value women that are chaste and virgins?
I think because they haven't been touched by another man.
Okay. So lack of experience, right? Okay. That's what men value.
Less trauma.
Less trauma.
Yep.
That's what we value. So if a woman is going through suffering and trauma and all this other shit, like, we don't like that. We don't want a girl like that.
Well, then that's true. That's you might as well get a plastic doll, because your mama has been through years of suffering, whether you know about it or not.
Fuck our moms, all right?
It doesn't matter, but it's a woman. Your mom is a woman, so women go through a lot of traumas.
Listen,
I think that we shouldn't be speaking. I think men should be men and go through what they go through, and women should be women. I don't think one is less or better than the other or more. Now, back in the days,
You're missing the point here. You're missing the biggest point that I'm making here, which is trauma and resilient men are attractive. Men that are able to overcome. We don't give a shit about a woman's trauma because it doesn't make us more attracted to a girl that's been through a bunch of shit. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. So, as the man, right, if my girl comes to me and says, I got fired from my job, oh my God, fuck. I'm like, it's okay, don't worry about it. I got us. It don't fucking matter. Like, men don't give a shit about a woman's vulnerability. We don't care if you cry or you're emotional or you're erratic, whatever. We understand that's a female. But as a man, if I come to you crying, I got fired from my job, I don't know what I'm going to do. That's a problem. Well, we're not the same. There's a reason why you even admit it yourself. I'm not going to support a man. Yeah, you're damn right you're not. But a man will support you.
But you know why?
Even your own relationships. Every guy that you've been with on paper is superior to you.
That's true.
The Olympic athlete, the musician, etc. They're all way better than you. But why did they pick you? Because they don't give a fuck about your trauma.
No, but that's not true, though.
Stop. The point I'm trying to make is even the men that you align yourself with are superior to in every single way. And you picked them, and that's fine.
Oh, actually, they picked me, so no.
Bruh. Look,
I picked my man to be superior.
He fucked your ass. It's a big difference, man.
Yeah,
Come
no,
on.
but he sought me out, and I said, okay. So yes, knowing what situation I was in.
So you made a choice.
Hey,
Yes,
listen.
all I'm trying to explain to
and
you
half
is
the time I didn't know what he was superior or not, or what he did.
all
so I didn't
I'm trying to
know.
explain to you is
You knew, man. You
all
ain't
the
stupid.
men
No,
that
I
you were
didn't.
with
Come on, man.
overcame and went through trauma to become the men that they were. One was an Olympic athlete, another one was a multimillionaire musician, etc., real estate investor, but they didn't give a shit about what you bring to the table, did they?
Yeah.
They probably don't. Matter of fact, one of them funded you to get to a position where you can rise up as well.
No, he didn't.
You said
$40,000 earlier.
That I wasn't able to use. So who was he funding?
because
His
you didn't
ego
wanna
or
use
me?
it.
No,
You said that because he had different
my
engineers.
engineers, the people
Right.
who I work with, that I've been
So you
working with for
chose
the
not
past
to use
10
it.
years. No, because if I'm working on something, I need the people who I've been working with. You can't just choose to do that. Oh, I'm gonna do
At the
this,
top of the
and then
podcast, you
forget
said you
about
made a
everything
40K
that you've been
studio for
working
you.
with.
Now you're saying you didn't use it.
That's not what he said. What he said was that he's been above and beyond to go for you. Like, one of the things that you guys said right now that doesn't really make sense to me is, earlier you said that the reason why women suffer is because men aren't providing and aren't doing whatever. That proves right there that a man suffers more because he has to do double the work.
No, what
he has
I'm
to now
saying is
provide
that
for
men
you
are
and do
not.
this.
Men are just not the only one. I feel like personally the dynamic is a little off. That's all I'm saying. That I feel like it's not the same because back in the day, yes, a woman was meant to stay home, take care of the kids, and yes,
She
you
still
guys
is.
did rightfully suffer
She still's
more.
meant to do that.
That's not true because how
Yes,
many
huh?
single
not true?
women are
Yes,
there
yes,
that
huh?
they have kids, the father left, and now they still have to provide and take care of their kids. So now they have to do
They
both.
picked the wrong
so
man,
no,
though.
they
Yeah,
don't.
they picked the
Yes,
wrong
but
man.
it doesn't matter. That's not not true though,
They
because
picked the
you
wrong
don't know
man.
who
That's true.
someone
Again.
is.
Yeah, but that's
You don't
life.
know who
Like,
Then
someone
you
is
shouldn't
gonna
be having
be.
a child with them or
Again.
laying up with
But
them if
that's
you feel
life.
that way.
Life happens, though. You have to be.
Yeah, but that's
but you
not
have-
Life
realistic
happens
in
It's not
because you don't make
realistic.
your
2024.
choices.
We can say
Women
all of
don't
that.
take accountability, bro. You chose
Thank
to lay up
you.
with that man, and
Thank
he
you.
wasn't shit, and now you're stuck with a kid, and
Hey,
you're
ain't
single,
shit,
bro.
And it
Okay.
sucks.
Like,
and-
it
So you know
sucks.
how many men
No,
get
but
with
shit, it's
certain
a shit
all the
accountability
men in
for
this
it. Take
room, you're in a
accountability.
you're in a
shit.
successful relationship. You
Okay.
guys are equal. She gets pregnant and you get scared. You're gonna tell me that that man in that situation getting scared, a little nervous, doesn't mean that he's not gonna provide, but that little bit of uncomfortability doesn't make a woman uncomfortable. So if I choose to leave you or to still be with you because you're scared, because you don't know
Scared of
what
what,
the
though?
future, you don't know. That's why I said that
I
we
do know.
put everything as men and women, but human beings is when you're faced an animal, when you're faced with something that you're uncertain of, you don't know
We're
It's a
not
natural
the same.
difference.
What's this got to do
We're
with
not
it?
the
I'm
same.
just
You
saying,
keep saying
bro.
human beings, like
I'm
when it
confused.
comes down to like the whole we
But a
bleed
human
and we have.
being is a
Hold on, let me
human
make a point real quick.
being.
Hold on. No, but you are trying to make us fused. It becomes one when you have a marriage. Let me finish, babe. Let me finish. Everybody lets you talk. Let me talk.
Hey, she ain't lying.
Listen, I'm just being real. At the end of the day, you become one when you are married and you have your partner. That's what makes you whole. But aside from that, we are not the fucking same. We're not. We literally, women, when they have sex, we release like a certain chemical that makes us fall in love. Men aren't like that, bro. He has to love you before he fucks
So
you.
what I'm saying is that every
It's just
person
what it
is
is.
entitled to their person.
No,
God
it's just the
made,
truth. There's
no,
a fact
God
and there's-
made anger. He made sadness. He made happiness. That is for every
made
person. It
hoes?
doesn't matter whether you're a human being or whether you're a man or a woman. Every human being.
What point are you
both
arguing right now?
feels-
Hold on. What point are you arguing
That
right
we're
now?
human.
Because
I'm
she said
confused.
no. Because she said that I said we're the same. What I'm saying is not that we're the same. I said every human has a right to be a human.
Agreed.
That's it. I
But
didn't
we're
say that
different,
men.
though.
Of course, men and women are
But
different.
hold
One
on.
has a penis, one has a vagina, one inserts, one takes.
It's not
I
just about
definitely
that, though.
believe
In
that.
deeper than
Context,
that.
the relationship, what happens when you express yourself to a woman? Yeah, I'll give you an example. A man that's vulnerable, goes to school with other women. He likes a girl. She says to him, Jimmy, you're cool. Let's just be friends. He says to her, look, I love you so much. I like you a lot. No, Jimmy, we're just friends. Goes to class, back to school, goes on. Jimmy sees her with somebody else. Jimmy gets mad. What was Jimmy? Vulnerable in the first place. Jimmy says, you know what? Fuck this shit. I hate my life. Goes home, picks up his father's gun, goes back to school, shoots it up. What was Jimmy? Vulnerable.
Jimmy was
Psycho.
wasn't able
Yeah,
to
but
control
what
his
she
emotions.
said is
Hold on.
emotional
But
intelligence and
hold on,
vulnerability
hold
is
on.
two different things.
Being vulnerable leads to what?
But that didn't-
Emotion. So it's tied together regardless.
Yeah, but can I say something though? I think we put all these boxes. If someone hurts my feelings, that don't give me the right to go and shoot up a school. Like that's the different. Like that's not.
We're not saying it's okay. We're just saying it can lead to that. from
Yes,
being
but then that
vulnerable.
means, you know
So-
what
But
that
that's
means?
very
That there's a
different.
bigger issue than being vulnerable. That issue is not vulnerability. That is psychotic. That's
Yeah.
emotional intelligence. That's
But you
support.
cannot predict what's going to happen when
Of
someone's
course,
vulnerable.
but that's why when people do things wrong like that, they go to jail. Do you think that the jail cares about emotions or
And what do they
vulnerability?
say?
No, they say that you have the
Emotional
right to
men
make the
are in
decision.
jail. Thank you for
Yeah.
listening.
No, I
Let's,
didn't say that. I agree with
let's
that.
stick
I
to
do
the
agree
topic
with
at
that.
hand. All I'm simply saying is that men shouldn't open up to their girl because the reason why men shouldn't open up is because men are supposed to be the leaders, and as a leader, it is your job where you are responsible for yourself and your woman in providing security. If I can't create that aura of security, then the woman is not going to feel secure, and she's probably going to want to leave the relationship because women are hardwired to look for security in men.
I agree with
I
that.
regret.
But I believe
regret
this.
what I said before. I agree with you guys.
Oh,
We're just
okay.
saying.
I
Were you-
believe
were
if
you
that
trying
was
to
the
say
way to
something?
work, then we would have a lot
Now that
more
I think
healthy
about it.
relationships,
Well-
and we don't.
What was that you said?
I said I don't disagree with you, but if I think that was the golden ticket, I think there would be a lot more healthy relationships. And to be honest, it's not because every
And whose
person
fault
is
is that?
different.
No, I'm
No, I
saying
don't
the
think
reason
it's
why
anybody's
relationships
fault.
are fucked
It's the
up is
whole
because
fault.
men act more like women and open up to
Yeah.
women.
No, I
Yeah.
do believe that
I
right
think
now.
it's
Yeah.
education too, like you
Education?
know, like and the way that you're raised. It's just a lot of different factors. You can't just like group everyone and everybody's all together. It doesn't make sense. Like if we're talking about right now
Chat
today,
show.
we're not like in like the olden days, right? We
Okay.
have to be realistic with today's times. We can't like think like with the old school mentality anymore. Like I understand where you're coming from,
Yeah.
right? Like I can see both sides, but you just can't. I don't know. You can't. It doesn't make sense to me.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Uh-huh.
You're fresh
do
show.
you want a guy that's stronger than you and taller than you?
you know what I want? I want a guy that loves me and takes care of me.
Tell
It's
the
not
truth.
about the looks.
Come on,
that
man.
is
No,
the
that's-
truth.
Look,
That is the truth. No,
Likes it.
excuse
In
me.
order for
You can't tell me
you-
what the
in
truth
in order
is not
for
the
you
truth
to
is.
hold on, but in order for
Listen,
this,
I go to
this
brunch.
is the
But he
problem.
says
with
that because some
conversation.
people are with.
For real.
This is the
in-
problem with females. Like, you guys assume attraction, but you guys don't want to divulge what made you attracted to the man in the first place because it might make you look a certain way.
What-
Fresh don't laugh.
I'll tell you.
Because you're saying, I just want a man that loves me, but or I'm gonna love him back.
and respects me and that cares for me,
Okay.
that has good values, that is.
What if he had no
and
teeth?
You know what? Then I
Oh,
wouldn't be
got
talking.
you. Come
No,
on,
but
son,
you
got
wouldn't
you.
be talking to
No,
him.
wait,
Can I
you
finish
wouldn't be talking to
Let me
him.
talk.
There's plenty
But
of men that like
but
will
it's not
have
like that's
these
a-
traits, but they have to have certain prerequisites first for you to give them a chance.
But
like,
but that's not like I'm
Wouldn't
not
you
going to
wanna
talk
bring
to everyone and give everyone my energy. But
so you're
like,
picky.
No, it's not that I'm picky. I know my worth. Like I'm not, and it's not that that person that has bad teeth or things like that. Like I'm sorry, there's a lot of people that maybe have. Who's coughing and laughing? I don't
I'm
understand what
sorry.
you're
Come
doing.
on, chill, man.
I have a.
Because you care
Something in
about
my throat.
physicality and you
Something in
don't
my
just
throat.
say it. Like,
I
that's
think
okay.
everything
Can I
is
say
to
something?
each
You're
their
attracted to
own.
what you're
I think that's why
right.
there's so
And
many
that's- and that's-
conflict
but
because
what-
I think it's just to
Everybody has
each
an
their
application
own.
on a guy.
Really?
Everyone
Everyone
might
has
be
a
somebody
taste.
who's more
No.
masculine.
Everyone's shallow.
She might not want
No.
to.
Everyone's superficial and everyone's
Everybody
shallow because
has-
as soon as I said no teeth, you were like,
No, but you didn't let me
Yeah.
speak. You kind of just jumped, but
Okay,
that's not
sorry.
true. You're
Let's-
kind of
go ahead,
jumping to
go ahead, go ahead.
conclusions,
All right,
though.
all right, all right,
Go
But
ahead.
it's not. It's not for me. Like your teeth, or if whatever you look like. Some, people fall in love. It's not about that though. It's not about looks. It's not what's on the outside. It's what's on the
But
inside.
let's
at the end of the
acknowledge
day.
that everybody has a right to
Everyone
be
has
attracted to
to-
what
and
they're
whatever they
attracted
want.
to.
that's
So
what
right?
I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
and
But
it
they
doesn't mean
are.
that they're
It
superficial.
what
doesn't
Some
mean that
people
they're
like this
superficial.
color,
Doesn't mean
that
I don't
color.
like teeth. But at the end of the day,
It
looks
is.
fade away.
Yo,
and when I
chat,
marry
it's not about looks, chat.
no, but it's the truth. Looks literally fade away, right? And you
Facts,
want
chat.
to be able to have that connection with someone for love because literally I want to
Preach.
grow old with someone. That's the truth.
Yeah.
I'm not at the end of the day.
But
he's
you're gonna have standards though first, right?
Yes.
For you before you fall in love with them, you're gonna have
Yes.
standards, correct?
But okay.
course.
Okay.
Yeah. And?
So all right, so you're gonna have standards on them. Let's talk
Uh-huh.
about those standards.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want them taller than you, preferably?
No, I guess like we're talking in this situation,
all
right? I
Just-
want.
Okay, so it's not a deal breaker. Okay. Do you want him to
Right.
earn more than you, or at least equal?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you prefer for him to be a breadwinner or not?
Bread.
I just like. I guess like I don't know. I don't like what like. I'm not understanding your question. Where you're trying to go.
What you want in a man? It's just simple.
bread is
I
like
mean, do you want him to either be the predominant earner,
Of food.
and you just maybe like he pays the majority of the bills?
I mean, I think it could be equal, but I mean,
50-50?
I think that like the society thinks that like men have to pay for
Do
everything.
you want a guy that's going to be a gentleman, like open doors for
Yeah.
you and pay for dates and
Okay.
shit like that?
Yeah, but I kind of feel like we're going off track with the question.
No,
like,
we're not. I'm bringing it back somewhere.
You're
Yeah.
bringing it
He
back
was
to like my
bringing it back to
standards. You're
his
trying to say
point.
about my standards that have
Yes.
certain things, right?
Yeah.
But okay, I understand that, but doesn't mean I'm going to close the door on everybody. But I'm also not going to talk to the world because I don't have time to do that, right?
You just
But-
contradicted
No,
yourself.
but I see what you're saying on me trying to contradict myself and saying that, right? I understand what you're saying, but it's not necessarily like judging a book by its cover. Like that's just not.
Everyone does that.
But like, wait, everybody does.
That's how
But
it
maybe
selects.
I don't. Okay, but like
Well,
I
but
don't.
let anybody
You
make you
just-
feel bad for choosing
Yeah.
what you want or what you
But
don't
that's what I'm
want.
saying. There's
Let's not
nothing
get
wrong
that.
with admitting that
But you're
that's the
just saying
first
you're
thing
not
you see.
superficially
Yeah.
dating.
It is superficial because if I say I only like goth men, then I'm being superficial to only goth men. Why don't y'all understand what that means? It's okay.
No, everybody has the choice to choose what they like or what they don't like. If you like a man with
See,
long
the problem
hair,
is this.
doesn't
Like,
mean
I don't know
that
if you
you're
guys are catching this, but
superficial.
you're saying a bunch of word salad so that you don't come off as discriminatory. That's what I hear.
Yeah,
Because
I think
because
it's
what the thing
okay.
is, because I'm
Keep it
listening
above
very closely to you.
discriminate.
On one end, you're saying I don't give my time to everyone, but at the same time, I'll give a chance to a
But
bunch
if
of
I
people.
gave my time to
But-
everyone, I'm not going to be able to do anything.
So by definition, that means you
You're
discriminate
picky.
against
no,
people.
it's not that. Just
That means
like
you have
so much
standards.
I want to do with my life. No, stop. No,
Holy shit.
excuse me. It's not about that. I have a lot. I
So you don't
wanna-
have standards.
One, one,
No, it's
one,
not
one,
that
one.
I don't have
Charlie Brown.
standards.
One, one,
Can
one,
I
one.
answer fair? I think what you're saying is right
No, hold
because
on.
I think a
hold on.
woman.
No,
I
look,
think
look,
as women
look,
we don't
look.
really
Stop,
know.
Stop. This is what I'm trying to say. You've been contradicting yourself. People right here, even in the chat right
Okay.
now, we got
I don't care
23,000
what
people.
3,000
You don't make
people
sense.
say.
Because at
Okay.
one end you're saying, oh, I have standards. I don't give everyone my time. But then on the other hand, like, yeah, I can love someone just if they love me back.
So,
but that
she said
doesn't
she
make
was
I don't
sense.
gonna
think
talk to the guy
women
with no teeth.
realize how many things, like you were saying,
bro,
dictate
bro,
like
bro,
when you want to show hands.
Relax, man. Relax. You've
He's
talked
making a
enough.
point.
What I'm trying to say here is that
What?
you don't make sense. Okay. On one end, you're saying, oh, well, it's not the 1800s anymore. Like,
Right.
you know, things have changed. But the thing is that female attraction standards have not really changed that much. You can sit there and say, I'm a modern woman now and we're equal, etc.
But it's not that.
But
Like,
you're not
taking
hardwired
it
to want
that
to
way.
equal.
Like, but you're taking it that way, and I can't control the way that you're taking it. The way that I'm gonna live about my life, and I'm just gonna.
Bless you.
That stuff doesn't dictate that. I like know what I want. I don't.
You don't know what you want because you can't even describe it.
So what I
You're
was
full of shit. Like, you don't make sense. Like, no, with all due respect, you make zero sense. I've been trying to ask you, well, give us the standards, and then you give us like monotonous, ridiculous, intangible. Because here's the thing, I see what you're trying to do here. You don't want to come off as discriminatory,
That's not
but at the
true.
also same time, you want to show that you have standards. But that's why you're giving a bunch of word salad. And you're not able to literally tell us what it is that you want. Because the reality is this. You don't want to say the uncomfortable truth that you want a guy that's better than you in every degree. This is what all women want. It's biology. Women want men that are superior to them in every way. But you don't want to say that because it comes off as fucked up and shallow.
I never said that. You kind of just put that in my. I never said that though. I'm allowed.
Put that in your mouth?
But I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Talk.
Yeah, no, I think you're kind of twisting it, but that's okay. You know, we're all entitled.
I'm not twisting
to,
it.
But like, I understand
I'm
what
telling
you're
you
saying.
what women in general want.
Right.
And you're trying to show that you're like different,
That's
and you
not
might
true.
not
I'm
want
not trying
that.
to show anything. I'm just being myself. And if you like, I'm sorry that I view it like that. And I understand that maybe like people have prerequisites of people that they want and they check off the list. But like, I'm not gonna attract that. Like either too. Like
What?
if you
What are
think
you saying?
Before you interrupt me and said I talk too much, can I say what I was gonna say?
No.
I think what you're saying is
Yo,
that
yo,
women
yo,
don't.
Let her talk for
Please,
herself.
thank you. What I think what he's saying is that.
talking to?
Yo,
No,
whose show are you on?
No, I'm
Whose
shown.
show are
What
you on?
I'm saying is I'm agreeing with you.
Hold
Can
on,
you listen
she's
to what
talking.
you?
No,
Give me 2 minutes.
no, bro. Like,
me
yo,
two-
let her
talk.
finish her point,
You
man.
spoke a
Like,
lot.
goddamn.
No.
We're talking the whole show.
No,
Relax.
she had finished
Yes,
talking.
yes.
she can talk.
Bro. Like, you need to chill out, man.
No,
Relax,
well
relax.
then
I'm done
I
talking.
can go
Like, you know,
because
like,
no,
yo,
I was
bro.
gonna
I was
agree
done
with
talking
you.
though.
She was. That's what I'm saying. She was done talking.
I think you want to
Wait.
comment on what I said so that you don't want me to, like, I think I said something that maybe you want to keep going, but I was done talking.
And
she can
all I
talk
was
now.
saying
You
was
make
that
zero
I
sense.
think
Okay, well, you
women,
do
I
too.
think
You don't
what
make
you
zero
said in the
sense.
beginning was important. I think that we say we want a strong man, we want this, we want that, but we don't know what makes that man strong. I think what he's
Bro,
saying
I
is
see
that
why you're
this
single,
is
man.
what. Huh?
I see why you're single, man.
Who? I'm not single. I'm
Yeah,
not,
because you talk over niggas, man. Like, if it's our podcast,
I wasn't
our
talking
show,
to him. I was
hey,
talking to
doesn't matter,
her.
man. We
It
told
doesn't matter. You don't
we
disrespect
told you
women.
to
It doesn't
stop.
matter what.
We told you to
It doesn't
stop.
matter. You
And
don't
kept on
disrespect
going.
me. No.
I don't care. No, it's our platform.
It doesn't
it's our
matter.
studio.
Well, then you
It's our
shouldn't have
house.
inviting
All right,
people.
well, then, if you
Because
don't
I
like
have a
it,
platform
if you
too.
don't like
You
it,
don't
it's our
disrespect me
platform.
like that
It's
because
our
I wasn't being.
platform.
I was agreeing with
We
him.
did not
I was
dislike
trying
you.
to. I was trying to.
doesn't matter, bro.
I was
Doesn't
saying that there was a
matter.
Here's the problem.
misunderstanding.
Doesn't
I
matter,
think
bro.
what we
Here's
want,
the
we don't
problem.
know.
Here's the problem. When you talk, we shut up. When
Yeah.
we talk, you talk over us. That's
Yeah.
the
No,
problem.
I wasn't talking
And you-
over him.
Who
She was
was?
talking. She finished talking, and I replied back to what she
Yeah,
was
but
saying.
we
But
told
again,
And the
you
only
to
reason
stop.
why I said
We told you to
that.
stop, though.
Again,
I told you to stop.
you're on the platform. We're being respectful. So when we talk, we lower the talk.
I'm
Let her
sorry, but
talk.
him saying you talked enough, it doesn't matter what platform on you're
I don't
disrespecting me
care.
now. Now, and so neither do I.
We
I don't
take
care
turns.
either
Oh, you
because
don't
you're
care?
disrespecting me. No, I
Oh,
don't.
shit.
I've
Hey,
been
hey,
told you that
hey,
because
hey,
you're being
listen.
disrespectful.
I'm
All I
being-
was trying to say is
Bro.
that he's right. I don't think we as women, when we say we want this, we want that, I don't think we understand what it creates. I think that's why he was right, is because we say we want a strong man, we want this, but in order to be that, you kind of do have to not show emotions and be vulnerable. I was just trying to say, I think that as women, that's the issue. We don't understand them and they don't understand us. That's it. But I'm about to head out of here because I don't care about this.
All right,
I
fucking
feel
leave,
like
man.
the
I don't give a fuck,
respect
man.
is
Thank
given
God,
to me.
bro.
Thank
Holy
God, bro.
shit, dude.
Yo,
Yo,
leave, man.
cancel meter 100%.
Yo, KS did not disconnect. He heard enough of your ass. and he said,
Why
"Yo,
don't you
leave,
just
bro."
agree to
Yeah,
disagree?
exactly.
Like, why do you have to get so emotional?
I remember
about it?
why,
Yo,
actually.
yo, come on, man.
She
Yeah,
didn't
leave,
know. I gotta not even
leave, leave,
respect
leave.
this.
All right,
She's
yo, yo, leave, man, leave,
Exactly.
man. No,
She's the
boss
one
out,
who's
man.
talking. She's
No,
agreeing with
boss
me,
out,
and then
man.
I'm not like,
No,
this is very
boss out,
disrespectful.
boss out, man.
But you can say what you said without feeling some type of way.
Never mind.
I didn't even get a chance to say, and I'm not
We've
emotional. I
all
really
been
don't
getting like
care.
made fun of little
Hey,
things.
yo,
Like,
if you don't leave, you can leave.
You can go.
I ain't stopping you. We ain't stopping you.
You can go.
If you want to leave, you can leave.
But I
Yo,
don't
take her out of jail
understand.
for chat, man.
No, you said you don't get
No,
fucked.
no,
So-
boss,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
No. I
Yo,
said he was
yo,
disrespectful.
I started business,
Bro.
So I didn't care.
Bro, you can
Stand
go.
on
about
business,
that.
man. Let's go, man.
Yo, I used to get out of there, man.
Hey, you trying to leave, man? Go ahead, man.
Oh man, that's not an issue. I don't care. But it still doesn't mean that you're right. It doesn't mean that you're disrespectful. You talk about put it in her mouth. You put it in your goddamn mouth. You put it in your mouth. You don't talk to a woman like that. You don't talk to women, and that's the thing. Men need to respect women, but men need to respect women as well.
Yo,
Okay.
if I'm talking,
Yeah, they are thriving over that. This is what they're like. You're not married. You're barely successful off of talking shit. And then I don't want to be married. First of all, you don't even have enough money to be married to me. You don't even look cute. You need to go to the gym. You need to lose some weight, and then maybe we can talk.
But in a day, you're 30 and you're still single, man.
I'm not. If it makes you feel better, you don't know me. If it makes you feel better, and I don't want to know you, bitch. You can never fuck me. You're too fat. Your stomach can't even fit over your dick. I'm so sorry. Aaron, you're a bitch. 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 I hope y'all are watching this because he's a bitch. And I'm not emotional at all.
You were 3 or 4. You were
Cool. If that's what you get, you're a bitch. And you're a 0. You can't even look over your dick, bro. Your stomach can't even look over your dick. Now what? Now what? Now what? Now what? Aaron, you're not even cute. Look at your gap. Go to the dentist and get your gap fixed. Go to the dentist and get your gap fixed. You can't even talk to me. You can't even talk to me. See, this was not supposed to be like this. I seen you guys going at it.
There's nothing wrong with
I'm feeding off of it.
I can lose weight, but your ass, bro, you are 30.
Aaron, please, baby boy. No, I'm not 30, baby. I'm just turned 26 in May, and I'm good. I'm good. And anything that you say is not gonna bother me because I know me. You having to do that to a woman says a lot about you, Aaron. Yeah, exactly, and that's why you live your life off of doing this. That's why I said I didn't care because I was honestly here to give you my opinion. It doesn't even matter, Aaron. Go lose some weight in the gym. You said you could lose weight. Why are you not doing it? Go do it. Go do it. You're not cute at all. You're not cute at all. And it's very unattractive that you feel like you have to insult a woman for your platform. You're not married either. You're not married either.
I think you said you were gonna get up and leave. So let's just make that happen.
Yes, but the disrespect is unnecessary, and I don't feel any type of way because, like she said, I wasn't saying anything
Just get up
bad.
and leave. Just please get up and leave. Just please get up and leave.
It's fine, bro. Like it's gone.
Aaron's still a bitch, and he always was.
Okay, that's fine.
Hey, listen,
You
don't call me bitch.
feel like you have to talk to a woman to make yourself feel better.
Just
go ahead, man.
exit civilly and quietly, please.
Thank you.
Just
Thank
they
you.
will escort you out.
That's fine.
Hold on, Lee. Okay. All right.
Holy, thank God.
Oh man,
Okay.
thank you, girls.
Okay.
They couldn't even talk properly.
How
God
many more
damn.
minutes do we have?
Did I hurt you?
I'm sorry.
Damn.
fault.
Somebody rolled over a toe or something?
Okay.
did.
Damn.
Damn, man.
Accountability.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
Very interesting. So
Yo, no offense, bro. She took up a lot of show, man. I was trying to be nice, but
Yo,
God damn, bro.
the other day, man, she was talking the whole time. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, man?
Yeah,
she
Charles
was
getting annoyed too.
bro.
She's butting in.
Charles was
heard,
getting
heard,
annoyed
heard.
as hell.
Like when they're talking, bro.
Niggas
Like,
were just saying yap, yap, yap.
oh my God. Yapisha.
Yeah, Pisha.
Oh my God.